Okay, we're gonna begin with a Rev video. It's VTuber news, but look at how it's starting. Here's Rev. Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-uh. How is Rev starting this video? Oh no. Is Rev going to address the glasses situation? He certainly does not look happy in that picture. He does not. No. Oh goodness. Yeah, yes, Goodman, the glasses situation is ongoing. It is now elevated from a medical issue to an SCP issue. We will see what further evidence there is to collect today. All right. Let's do this.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So normally I use this meme format as a joke about the person I'm talking about, like, oh, things are so bad for them. Well, guess what? I'm the joke today. That's right. Things are really bad for me because I have to look at the absurdity of the VTubing scene and the absolutely diabolical stuff we're going to cover today. Now, there's many things I've seen today that are not the main focus of this channel, but I'm just giving you a heat check on how the VTubing scene is doing today. So, Chibidoki said Happy Men's Day because apparently this is International Men's Day to celebrate men and to be kind.
Yeah, we saw this. And we went through Chibi's feed, and what we saw on Chibi's feed looked very kind, very, very genuine, very thankful. Rev hopefully is going to show us some of the people that went after her. Because, again, when we went through her feed at the beginning of stream, and all the responses were very wholesome, very thankful, very kind, very loving, did not really see any posts in her feed of people just attacking her or anything. So hopefully Rev was able to get some snapshots where we could not find any.
Towards them. And she said, I'm buying my dad flowers today. This series of tweets would get her backlash. Yes. Okay. She got backlash for saying Happy Men's Day and that she's going to buy her dad some flowers. Now, this is a bit of a morbid thing, but go buy your father, your friend, whoever, some flowers. Because often with men, the only time they get flowers is at their funeral. I know, morbid, sad, but just keep that in mind. And then I saw this with Twitch. It's VTuber week. Did you know? It's VTuber week, guys. Gear up. It's very ironic that Twitch is trying to pretend like they actually care about VTubers, and they got noted. Oh, what a beautiful note we saw right here.
Oh,
Twitch has sustained a culture of discrimination against VTubers, which disproportionately strict rules on attire, arbitrary bans without explanation, and recently throwing away gifts left for VTubers by fans at TwitchCon 2025. And just when you...
And leave us not forget, they also forced VTubers to demask in public at TwitchCon for ID verification. That's important. The throwing the gifts away at TwitchCon was bad enough. But do not forget, they also were forcing VTubers to remove their masks in public. They would not move them to the side away from the public for the ID verification to remove their masks. They made them do it in public in front of other people. When they were like, I'd like to do it privately, and they said, don't, do it right here. Leave us not forget about that. Like, Twitch pretending like they actually care about VTubers is a fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke. If I had a swimsuit model and I popped on a swimsuit model right now and you could see my bare hips, I would get banned. Because Dan Clancy is terrified of anime girl bare hips. I guess the goon material is just too much for him.
We thought things couldn't get worse. We got the main story for today. Here is a too long didn't read version of events. Female VTuber is caught doing bad things for clout. They double down and they use their mental illness as a shield.
Oh,
they get criticized
God.
for that. And then they say, uh-oh, I'm in the hospital, and then post a picture of themselves, even though they say they have no phone access.
Oh, God.
Yup, that's the real story today, involving this VTuber named Cha-Cha-Chilla, who posted this now infamous image right here, where they're quote-unquote in the hospital with no phone access. And as we'll see...
Wait, Mars, you know what this... I've never heard of this VTuber. I've never heard of this VTuber before. But, yeah, she said right before posting this, I don't have a phone, and then you post this. What? I'm sorry, fucking what? Do you really think that people that follow you are as stupid as you think they are? She's doxed VTubers like Apollo from Mythos. Really? Oh, so she's doxed other VTubers before. Oh, I hadn't heard about this. Yes, like this. Yes, do not mistake. This is not, just in case, so people don't mistake this. This is not the Cha-Cha Cillian's mom. This is not that VTuber. This is someone completely different. Just so there's no confusion. Okay, this is not Cha-Cha for your mom, who is like Cillian's mom. All right, this is not her. This is someone else entirely. Shit. Okay.
Hospital with no phone access. And as we'll see, this is a fake photo. This is not them in the hospital. I can say that with 99% certainty. This is not them. And they're literally posting fake photos of themselves, supposedly in the hospital, to garner sympathy and clout on the internet. So, how did this all start? Well, it starts with this now deleted post. Now, it's not a full post here. Luckily, on the mobile version of Twitter, you can actually, like, very quickly take a screenshot of a deleted post. Like, you have, like, a half-second window to take it. So, this is what I got, and this is what started everything. So, she says this. I tried to talk to Flork, and we'll talk about him in just a second, about one of his talents having a habit of calling people inferior, and how that can seem to disabled people. However, he blocked me and said not to bring up my personal issues with his talents. I believe calling someone inferior is demeaning, as it's historically used context. And you can see they got noted, right? This was in Minecraft. Like, I know there's that joke like, oh, in Minecraft. Like, I want to do X, Y, and Z in Minecraft for legal reasons, right? No, this literally happened in Minecraft. So people are being called inferior in Minecraft. Okay, understand this. So who's Flork? Well, Flork is someone who's very respected in the VTubing scene. He's also the creator of the agency Socks. Okay, it's a VTuber agency, and he would respond to what was just stated, saying this: yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding ad-free, and it was not even them speaking, video included. Their team there gave you the statement on what was happening. It was a roleplay in a Minecraft faction roleplay. And I will wholeheartedly back my talent that they did nothing wrong, especially in a 4-second out-of-context clip you originally showed. Because
wait, did this moron see a roleplay happening, see a fictional roleplay event happening, and go, that's real? That's real. That's not roleplay. That's real. She was part of the... Okay, then she's just stupid? Like, does she not grasp the concept of what fucking roleplay is then? Like, if she was in... Okay, so she was in a roleplay event, does not know what roleplay is, and just took everything that was being said in roleplay context as truth. There's not enough deodorant for this conversation. This girl is as dumb as a box of rocks. But this is so fucking stupid. This is someone who's terminally online. This sounds like someone who's terminally online and does not actually know what reality is. Like, legitimately, it sounds like this person thinks that online is reality. That's what it sounds like. She doesn't know what actual reality looks like, and she views everything online as being quote unquote reality. This person needs to get into the hospital, the psychiatric hospital, and get help. Because I have the question of when's the last time she went outside to touch some grass? Holy hell.
That was the original post. When you go back to this right here, it was a 4-second clip of one of the talents from this agency calling someone inferior. In fact, the VTuber they're calling out wasn't even the one who said it. Okay, so this is happening in a Minecraft role-playing scenario. And this person is trying to cancel a random VTuber, actually, and their entire agency over someone being called inferior in Minecraft.
Treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give them a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening with that?
Brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
yeah, it's true. I never.
So Cha-Cha comes back.
I didn't even hear it. Where did anybody
Make the
say
silence
inferior?
great again by filling them up with these Looney Tunes.
Did anybody hear where somebody called someone else inferior? I'm gonna play that clip again. I did not hear. I was listening close. I did not hear anyone call anyone inferior out of that entire clip.
Over someone being called inferior in Minecraft.
Treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give them a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening
Their
with that?
brains are a little smaller.
Was it the brains are a little smaller thing? Because someone just said something about someone's brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
yeah, it's true. I never.
So Cha-Cha comes back with the
Okay. I heard something about, like, their brains are a little smaller. Maybe it's referencing, I don't fucking know. Oh, actually, Somchi said, hi, Cha-Cha, I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. I've been extremely busy because of corporal work and my other work. Though earlier in the year, I had more time, so I was able to message a bit more freely. I have not had for time lately. Me not consistently DMing you is not a personal thing. However, because of this, I'm not sure I'm comfortable keeping up communication. I'm sorry, it's just that this happened with multiple people, and I guess it's really gotten into my head. I won't bring it up again. Best of luck. Thank you. Sorry again for letting this get in my head. Thank you for understanding. Wanted to give you some time, but the standees did arrive a bit ago and wanted to thank you for them. You didn't have to reply. Okay.
receipts that prove literally nothing they're trying to say here, but Cha-Cha says, actually, that's not what you said. So Flork says, hi, Cha-Cha, I will admit I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. I've been extremely busy because of corpo work and my other work, though earlier in the year, I had more time, so I was able to message a bit more freely. I have not had that free time lately. Me not constantly DMing you is not a personal thing. However, because of this, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable to keep up communication.
Yeah.
What's the message here, guys? He's saying, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
In a
I
very,
mean, geez, like the first part of it, I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now. It's in the beginning and the frickin' end.
very polite way. And as Flork would point out, that's pretty clearly, don't message me anymore. And Cha-Cha says, that's not what you said. You said you're not sure. Be clear,
Oh, for
communicate
God's
like an
sake.
adult. Oh my gosh.
Again. She's saying communicate like an adult. How about you receive said communication like an adult by saying, "I'm not sure I'm comfortable to keep up communication." That's this person literally saying, "I don't want to talk to you." And she's going, "Well, why don't you communicate like an adult when they are communicating like an adult?" She's trying to gaslight. She's trying to gaslight right now to try and she's trying to get clout points by trying to attempt to dump on Flork. Is she? She better not be obnoxious, because if she is, I'm about to go the fuck off if she's claiming that. She better not try to be claiming that.
You said you're not sure. Be clear. Communicate like an adult. Oh my gosh.
Especially when you're communicating with someone who's told you they're autistic. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. People that are autistic don't pull out the goddamn autism card to try and get fucking clout points, you fucking cunt. Okay? Autistic people would get the hint of, "I'm not comfortable with this communication." Literally, the "I'm not comfortable" is autistic speak for "don't do this." That is literally the autistic code phrase for "I do not want to do this" for people who are high-functioning autistic. So fuck you with this. You don't know how to communicate with someone who's autistic. Go fuck yourself. As someone who has a family member that is severely autistic, and as someone who is suspected to be high-functioning autistic, fuck you. I would know that that means, okay, they don't want to talk to me. The person in my family who is severely autistic, if they were told that, would go, "Oh, okay, I'll stop." So go fuck yourself, you clout-chasing fucking whore. Do not use fucking autism as a shield for shitty functioning, or for shitty behavior. You fucking cunt. You get what you fucking deserve.
This person's giving lessons about what is mature, by the way. Especially when you're communicating with someone who's told you they're autistic in the past. They are weaponizing. They're using their disabilities as a shield.
No. I question if she's actually... Is she actually medically diagnosed autistic, or is she internet diagnosed autistic? Because I will lay good fucking odds that this bitch is internet diagnosed and has never once been inside of a medical facility and had a medical professional actually run her through testing and say, "You're autistic." I will guarantee you. This is, the internet says I'm autistic, so I must be autistic. I will bet anything on that. Yes, exactly, Wolf Mother. I've said this so many fucking times. So many fucking people use autism as this, like, if they're quirky, they're like, "Oh, I'm quirky, I must be autistic." Or if they are facilitate bad behavior, they hold up autism as a shield, go, "Oh, I'm autistic, you can't say anything to me." And to that I'd say, fuck you. Fuck you. Stop turning autism into a fucking trend or a clout shield. Autism is not fun. Especially for those on the severely autistic scale, autism sucks. Even for high-functioning autism, it's not fun. Again, I am not diagnosed. I have a strong suspicion because I recognize all the signs and symptoms based on the person in my family being autistic, and I see so much of my behaviors in them, and that's why I suspect it, but I can't get a diagnosis because it take fucking years if they even will try to diagnose me, because the last time I tried to do it, they said, "Well, what does it matter? You're clearly functional, so you don't need to get a test." Regardless of that, it's... I can't have social relationships outside of stream. It's like I can't do it. I am intensely uncomfortable in social situations, and that is hell because I so desperately want to have friends. I so desperately want to be able to have fun in social situations and do stuff that everyone else does. The stuff that you see other people doing, having fun. The stuff you see on TV with friends gathered around and having a good time and talking and having conversations. I desperately want that, but I can't have it. Because I am incredibly uncomfortable in social situations. Every time I'm in one, all I'm looking forward to is getting out of them and going the fuck home because I get so fucking uncomfortable. It's not fun to have autism. It is not fun, it is not quirky, and it's not a shield for you to just act like an absolute cunt. So shut the fuck up, you cock gobbling thunder cunt.
For any feedback they're getting. But, of course, a lot of people weighed in, okay? Alien Mixture said to the now deleted post, honestly, if stuff like this bothers you, then maybe you should.
Captain Rudy? A very long time.
As someone on the spectrum who is also a massive introvert, I can relate, Ember.
Yeah, Rudy? Very long time. I'm not comfortable being around people. I'm just not. I don't get social cues. I can't do conversation. It's like outside of family, I am not comfortable in social situations at all. Every time I'm out in a social situation, the only thing I can think of is how long is this gonna take so I can leave and I can go back home where I'll feel comfortable again. And it sucks. I hate it. I hate it. Like in an online forum like this, either on stream, in the Discord, I'm okay. In person situations, I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it.
To the now deleted post, honestly, if stuff like this bothers you, then maybe you shouldn't join a RP team versus team server. This was all in good fun and clearly elementary playground school banter. You in this scenario were very immature. You called ad-free out in public, you messaged Flork when you clearly were told to stop, and you were making a big deal out of what was supposed to be a fun and wonderful experience. Step back and really ask yourself if this is worth it. Here's another post saying, if you can't handle being called anything worse than stinky, I fear the internet may not be for you. It was playful banter. They were treating you like they treat others. Normal and like everyone else. Is that not what you want?
Yeah. And here she's saying, when the other teams called us stinky, that was fine. When they called us stupid, I didn't like it. Bitch, welcome to the internet. You're lucky that you weren't called a Nazi or a genocidal maniac or a murderer or a pedophile, you know, any number of horrible things in between. Like, if you cannot handle getting called stupid, yeah, like Nani said, get the fuck off the internet. Clearly, this is not for you. Clearly, you have chosen the wrong occupation or hobby, whichever you're classifying yourself as, with, like, VTubing. Clearly, you have made the wrong choice in this respect. The internet is full of nothing but people that want to dumpster on you. Okay? Like, just today, I had someone in one of my YouTube comments, I think it was the Angry Cops comment. Somebody said that I was, like, stealing from Rich's content by doing React content, and that I was a garbage person. You know what I told him? My response to someone basically saying I was a piece of shit, that I'm garbage for stealing someone else's content. You know what I said? I said, first time for React content? By the way, thanks for the algorithm bump. That's what I said to him. I just went, thanks for the algorithm bump, dude. So yeah, if she can't handle being called stupid, no, first of all, she's obviously Gen Z. Because okay. Chat, I am literally drinking coffee that is stronger than her feelings right now. I literally just drank coffee that is stronger than this snowflake's feelings. I've used it as a meme before, but it is now actually truth. That my coffee is stronger than your feelings, Snowflake.
Here's a post of them saying, when the other teams called us stinky, that was fine. When they called us stupid, I didn't really like it. But I didn't say acting. It was being called inferior. That's wrong. Now, Cha-Cha would start running out some defense for themselves, saying, I think it's weird that people act like they're better than you and literally call you inferior to your face and then act like you're the problem. Inferior. In Minecraft. Literally. We're talking about skills.
Yeah, she couldn't even handle the McDonald's Sprite. No way in hell. The McDonald's Sprite would take her the fuck out.
In Minecraft. In a role-playing event. Unbelievable. And then this. Basically saying, like, you know, maybe take a step back, and they say, Cha-Cha says, calling people inferior has such a negative historical context with Nazis, disabled people, and such that personally...
Okay. Okay, she's a Wookiee. Okay, she's a Wookiee. Because look at what she jumped to. Because, of course, she jumped right to the Nazis. Jumped right to it. Because, of course, she did. Jumped to Nazis, disabled people. Yeah. She's a fucking woke little bitch. She, like, basically, you call her out and she's instantly gonna hit you with the Nazi, the racism, the istophobia. Oh, Andrea? She's probably got, like, a 12-gauge bull ring. Karen fucking Tate. She's got the full bull ring. Maybe she's got, like, the gauges in her ears. Oh, yeah. And guarantee you she's got the rainbow hair. Guarantee. Aha! Beat you, Grumpy. I beat you to it. I called it first. Give me my props. I called the rainbow hair first. Give me my props. I called it first. I want my props.
I'd never use it. But if you want to and think that's okay, that's on you. They are comparing themselves. I can't even...
Yep.
There's so many words I want to say right now. And
she's basically trying to say that she's being persecuted like the Jews in 1942. Or 1940. That's what she's trying to... She's comparing herself. She's comparing herself to the Jews that were the victims of the Holocaust and the other people in Minecraft to the Nazis. That's what she's trying to do. You dumb bitch.
Can you believe this person? This is...
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I had to cut there for a second.
I can't breathe. I will back it up. SCP agents! I will move. I will give you a clear, unobstructed view. Agents, take notes. Agents, take note. I expect a full report on your observations and your scientific hypotheses on my desk by the end of stream. I need reports, agents. Now, observe.
No. And none. Can you believe this person? This is. Sorry, I had to cut there for a second because I didn't want to get banned.
Oh God, you hot? Did you hear him laugh? He knew what was coming. Listen, you hear him laugh because he knows what he's about to do. It's so cute. Just listen, you'll hear him start laughing before he cuts.
Sorry, I had to cut there for a second because I didn't want to get banned on YouTube, but Cha-Cha would make a response basically saying, I'm sorry for all of this happening in this SMP, and they're frustrated, and their frustration turned into anger, and then they say, I also want to say that someone being called inferior really hit them hard because they're disabled. Oh.
And again. What proof that she was medically diagnosed? At this point, with these streamers, every one of these streamers that loves to get on stream and just hold up autism as a shield for piss poor behavior, I want proof of the diagnosis. 100%. From this point forward, if any streamer or content creator is going to hold up autism and use it as a shield to dismiss shit-ass behavior, I want proof of diagnosis. Unless I see proof of diagnosis, I don't fucking buy it. Unless proof of diagnosis or further examples of behavior where they're actually showcasing autistic tendencies that are clearly autistic tendencies. Unless you can do that or prove me a diagnosis, I don't fucking believe you. And I'm gonna say you're internet diagnosed. You're not actually medically diagnosed. Yes, Dragon Trucker, I want fucking receipts. At this point, there have been so many fucking shitty people on the internet that try to use autism as an excuse for acting like complete assholes or cock-gobbling cunts. I want fucking receipts. I want fucking receipts that you're actually autistic before I'll ever believe you. Cause I'm sorry, autism has become trendy to basically be quirky or to excuse why you're an asshole, and I'm sorry, I don't fucking buy it. I don't fucking buy it anymore. As someone who has someone with autism in their family and suspected autism, but I don't claim to be autistic. I always clarify. I suspected, but I haven't been able to get diagnosed. But someone in my family has actually been medically diagnosed with autism, so I'm very fucking familiar with the symptoms and with the behaviors. If you want to hold up autism as a shield and say, I did this because I'm autistic, show me your goddamn receipts. That doesn't come from an online quiz. Because I don't fucking believe him anymore. I don't fucking believe him. It's become way too fucking easy for people to go, oh, they're autistic, it's fine. Nope. Not gonna work for me. Never gonna work for me anymore. Unless I've seen a pattern of behavior that I can look at and go, yeah, that's autistic behavior, or unless I can see a fucking medical diagnosis from a legit licensed medical professional in the psychiatric field, I don't fucking believe you. I don't. Not anymore.
Oh boy. We are starting the Oppression Olympics right here, okay? And one of the people involved with this collaboration would come out and add some context where they say that Cha Cha had died the night before, which meant that they were using her items since she had no need for them. And her character that she was role-playing as was a dementia-ridden old lady, so she was running around like that and had no idea what she was talking about. And then there's this clip where the person who's so upset about the use of inferior as a joke.
Wait, okay, hang on. I planned to give it to her the entire time, but wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. It in no way warranted being called a bitch and broke my roleplay. I don't really care about being called it, but it does show that it shows that she thinks that her name-calling role only applies to other people, not her. Oh, so she called Scion a bitch. Uh-huh. So she's cool with calling other people a bitch, but if you're called stupid or quote-unquote inferior, oh, that's just a bridge too far. Now you're a Nazi. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Just go fuck yourself.
Joke in Minecraft. Also called this individual a bitch in this clip right here.
It's not.
Back, please. I'm alive.
Why?
Cause I'm alive, bitch.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I was joking. I'm sorry. I was a joke. I'm sorry. I was joking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Listen to her. Yes. Are you hearing her voice? That's the voice of Cha Cha you're hearing back there. Listen to her voice.
Alive, bitch.
Whoa.
Don't
That's
talk to me
a...
not like
that.
I was a joke. I'm sorry. I was joking.
Oh my gosh.
She sounds like a spoiled child. Her tone is real, but she also sounds like a spoiled fucking child. I would guess she is maybe honestly, hearing that voice, hearing the tone, hearing her speak, I would think she's 16. Now, given that she's a VTuber and is part of an HC, I assume she has to be at least 18. She sounds like she's 15 or 16 in her attitude, in her voice, and in her attitude. She is a spoiled little fucking brat. That is not the voice of someone who's autistic. I'm also going to point that out. The way she just spoke, that is not how someone who is autistic, even high-functioning autistic, speaks. It's not. If she was autistic and she really wanted this axe and it was triggering something autistic in her, she would have been saying, give me back the axe, give me back the axe. I want the axe, please give me back the axe. She wouldn't say, give it back, bitch. Like her speech pattern. Having the speech pattern of someone who is autistic, that doesn't sound like the speech pattern of someone who is even high functioning autistic. That just sounds like someone who is a spoiled fucking brat. Yeah. Exactly, Ryvid. What people that are autistic, even high functioning autistic, are usually very considerate with their language. They do not, unless in an extreme situation, they don't just go off. Unless it's like an extreme triggering situation. And I'm sorry, but her having this axe would not be a triggering situation. And Wolfmother, you are correct. Not all autistic people are the same. You are 100% correct about that. But the way she spoke as a spoiled child was Gen Z speak, not autism speak. That was 100% spoiled child Gen Z speak. And it was in no way autistics happened. For those of you that are autistic or had been around people that are autistic frequently, you all know people with autism even high functioning autism have a certain kind of speech pattern. There's a kind of pattern to the way that they speak. their cadence. That was not the cadence of someone who is autistic. It was not. That was literally just a spoiled Gen Z child who is, I would guess, barely over 18. Barely.
I'm sorry, I was joking. I was supposed to be funny. I was supposed to be funny.
Now you're not getting your abs back. It's mine now.
So now we get into the really spicy part. So
Here we
timestamps
go.
are important here. So at
The poor
12:15 p.m., they post this eulogy saying, "I've."
Hang on. By the way, it looks like the parasite has it has well fed off of Rev's anger and is now reduced back to a more normal sized. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Again, agents, I expect to see a full detailed observation report on my desk by the end of stream. By the end of stream, agents. This is very important. We had a very traumatic event occur tonight, and I need data to examine. Moving on.
Feels so empty. I've lost everything, and I really have nobody to blame but myself. I will say,
Noose? When I was referring to speaking, I was referring to vocalizations. It's more difficult to basically be able to quantify if someone is autistic based upon what they say in text. It's not quite as easy to do. So while I can't say yes or no, Moose. Honestly, I can't say yes or no based upon your text. Because it's not just speech, obviously. Like autism stems from not only speech patterns but also behavioral patterns and just mental observations that you as the individual make. How you receive information. It is incredibly complex, and you can't make a determination based upon how someone speaks in text. Yeah, again, I'm not, that is not saying oh, no, you're not. It's just, I can't give an informed opinion. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I cannot offer you a well-informed opinion based upon what you post in chat, what you post in the Discord. It wouldn't be fair to you to give you an opinion on that when I have nowhere even close to enough information to even try to guess, and I don't want to guess, not for something that important.
so empty. I've lost everything, and I really have nobody to blame but myself. I will say I genuinely thought using inferior was bad, but when everyone disagrees with you, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes. I will say I saw Apollo's post, and I never doxed anyone, nor did Revenge Poontang.
Wait, did she do revenge porn on someone too? Hold up. Did she, doxing? You guys mentioned she doxed Apollo. Did she do... Holy shit! Yeah. Oh, they claim she did, but she's asking them to prove it, so okay, fair enough, Seth. It's oh yeah, well, excuse me, Warthog, not exactly highly illegal, but it is illegal. It's in the grand scheme of illegalities, revenge porn is on the lower side of illegalities, but it is illegal, to be sure, absolutely. You guys did mention the doxing of Apollo. Where the fuck did this come from? Huh.
That's going too far. Please provide evidence. Okay, there's a lot of rumors going around about this Cha-Cha person and some insane behavior they're doing. We're going to see a little bit of that in just a second, but
Okay.
if you're facing allegations of posting revenge Why would you ask someone to post evidence? Doesn't that seem a little bit backwards? But anyways, they continue on saying, I'm taking a step back from the internet. I feel like I just need to delve deeper into therapy about my impulsiveness.
God, she's got a therapist that's just what's the word? That's basically she has an affirmation therapist. Oh God. Karen fucking T you. Or yeah, thank you, an enabler. Yeah, I lost the word. Yeah. Her therapist is an enabler, I guarantee it. Karen fucking T. Oh fuck. This is why I hate therapists. This is why, generally speaking, I have a massive distrust of therapy, because so much of it is nothing but enabling therapy. Or basically like just feeding into the patient's delusions, or just, fostering self-fulfilling prophecy type behavior in their patients. Like there are so few good therapists. Like, there are good therapists. Moose, it sounds like you have a good therapist. Wonderful. There are good therapists out there. But there has been such a massive influx within the last, like, probably 10 years, maybe a little bit more, of therapists that are nothing more than enablers and are not actually challenging their patients and addressing their mental or social issues that brought them to therapy in the first place. There's like, I would say out of all the therapists out there working right now, maybe 10% are actually worth their diplomas. Maybe. The rest of them are all just taking money from people and telling them what they want to hear and just telling them, you go girl, slay fucking queen. It's pathetic. That's why I had a very strong distrust of therapists as a general rule, because I think the vast majority of them don't actually do anything, and they just steal your money.
And my sadness that turns into anger. I made a very impulsive mistake last night, so this is the last time I'll have access to my phone for a while. I don't know when or if I'll be back.
Wait, this is the last time I'll have access to... Why would you not have access to your phone? I need to delve deeper into therapy is not an indication that you are about to go into inpatient care. What? No, what? Seb, she did not literally just say why she didn't have access to her phone. She just said, I'm taking a step back from the internet and I need to delve deeper into therapy. But how would that preclude her from instead of well, no, that's a choice. That's a choice. Yeah, there's a choice to step back from the internet. How does that go to I won't have access to my phone? This does not correlate to this. Just because she's stepping back from the internet does not suddenly mean that she no longer possesses a phone unless she's taking a fucking hammer to it after she makes the post. Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, resin, maybe. That's what I was wondering. Like, is she checking herself into a mental health facility? Because then, yes, they would take away her phone. But that's not what this was implying, is delving deeper into therapy does not seem to imply going into a mental health facility. She's treating not using the phone for extra functions as stepping away from it. That's fine, but again, she's basically blowing this way out of proportion to make it sound so much worse. Saying, this is the last time I'll have access to my phone makes it sound like she's going into a facility where her phone is going to be taken away. That's what it meant. That's what this sounds like to me.
Sorry I caused so much drama, and sorry to those I hurt. Well, if you didn't hurt anyone, why are you apologizing for hurting people? But anyways, that was at 12:15 p.m. And then at 12:36 p.m., so about 20 minutes later, they say, I'll be heading off to the hospital soon and won't have access to my phone. And they got noted. Okay. You see where this is going, right? Then at 12:50 p.m., roughly 20 minutes later, they say, since people don't believe me, with a picture of themselves, supposedly, in the hospital. Now, of course, this...
Okay, so now she's implying that she's going to the hospital. Presumably a mental health secure facility. So yeah, if you go to the hospital, if you go to the hospital for it, like go into the psych ward, the first thing they have you do is give up all of your personal belongings, including and especially your phone. So yeah, it's bullshit. 100% is bullshit.
Same person said 20 minutes ago they wouldn't have access to their phone, but then they posted a photo of themselves in the hospital. A very speedy set of events here.
He's done this
and if
before.
you notice...
And by the way, if she's going into the hospital for a mental health evaluation, why is she in a patient examination room? Why is she in a patient... Now, granted, I don't know, some of you may be able to tell me, is this standard procedure if you go to the hospital and ask to be put into the psych ward, that they put you into a patient care room first? Yeah, Moose, if you've got insight, okay, they do. They put you in okay, Moose, if you go, so if you can enlighten me. No, it's not a dentist chair. It's you can see the ECG monitors here. You've got I forget the technical term for it, but you have the scope lights here. This is a thermometer. You've got the extra tips. So no, this is not a dentist chair. This is a hospital patient room. But if you're going in for mental health, would they not immediately take all of your phones? Or take your phone and all of your belongings, like as soon as you came in, before they began the physical exam prior to admitting you? They did blood work and do a physical in case you tried to harm yourself and to see if you're fit. Do they take your belongings before you do this? Or before they do this, Moose? Like, would they take your belongings prior to doing this? No, I've had to go to Fizz to do stress. They take everything. Okay. Okay. And hello, enemy fan. Hi. Yeah, it does look like a standard ER patient room. You're right. Yeah, well, it looks like that's on a, it looks like the ECG machine is on a stand. Yeah, I mean, this does look like a standard patient room in the ER.
Right here, you see this? Behind the emoji, you can see some hair. And it's pink. Very clearly pink hair.
Okay.
Now, looking at this person's account, here's a photo of them from October, so literally a month ago to the date. And they had short brown hair. So clearly these are not the same two people unless she got like, I don't know, like a wig or extensions or something, but that's highly unlikely. And someone pointed this out, basically saying the picture is not her. She doesn't have pink dyed hair. Her hair is natural brown / dark blonde mix. Seeing what she looked like in Zentreya, very popular YouTuber, or VTuber, off Kai stream, where she heavily self-promoted herself to the point that both Zen and our favorite monarch got uncomfortable.
Really?
This is a fake picture.
Wow.
And I do believe with very heavy certainty that this is in fact a fake photo. And someone pointed out the timeline of events. I've been trying to really press this. So originally, I'll be heading to the hospital soon. 14 minutes later, gets hooked up to a heart rate and blood pressure monitor and posts a picture that might not even be hers. 8 minutes later, I've been at the hospital. I didn't want to specify, but I'm heading to the psych ward, which is another deleted tweet in this series of events. Basically, none of this is believable. And here's another reply saying, you're an embarrassment to the disabled VTuber community. Your disability is not an excuse to lie and manipulate people on the internet. You are giving us a bad
Yes.
rep.
Yes. Snowy, yes. It's people like this that basically try to co-opt a mental disorder like autism because they want to be quirky or just be a cunt, and they make everyone that is legitimately afflicted by this disorder look worse. Because they are trying to basically glom on to the autism trend, because God help me, I hate the fact that autism has literally become a trend. I fucking hate that. Because they glom onto it, people think, oh, this is how autistic people behave, when they don't. And that's why I get so fucking fired up whenever these fake autistic people try to basically say, I'm autistic and I'm going to behave like this. This is why I get so pissed and why I get so fired up about this, because it basically tarnishes the people that actually have autism, because the people that actually have autism don't behave like this. And so for the sake of a lack of a better word, the normies who don't have an intimate knowledge of autism and how autistic people behave might see something like this and think, oh, that's autistic. And when they actually encounter an autistic person, they immediately think that they have just innate bad behavior and that they're going to act like assholes because they're autistic. That's why I get so pissed about this. That's why I yell and scream and point out this every single time. Because if no one else is going to call the bullshit and explain why it is so wrong, then fuck it, I'll do it myself. Because someone's got to. Someone has to point out the bullshit. Someone has to basically point out how people are faking autism and why, and how people with autism actually are.
Please seek some actual mental help respectfully. And here's another person, Apollo, who was involved. We saw this name mentioned earlier.
Okay, here we go.
Who would weigh in with some interesting things. Okay, so apparently this person also goes by the name, or used to go by the name of Bunny Alisu. And
Okay.
Apollo says this.
Wait. Hold up. When did she change her name to Cha-Cha Chilla? Did she rebrand to Cha-Cha Chilla after Cha-Cha V, her mom, came on the scene? Did she try and also co-op Cha-Cha's name? Did she try to capitalize on Cha-Cha's name to try and trick people into joining her streams? It wouldn't surprise me if she rebranded around the same time Cha-Cha started gaining popularity. That would not surprise me. So she's trying to co-opt autism for bad behavior, and she's possibly trying to co-opt another VTuber's name to try and basically glom onto the name to get people to come see her. That would not surprise me.
I was nice, respectful, and tried to be a friend. At the time, I wanted to get you help. You harassed me and my friends and so many others for years. You have doxed real-life faces and names, bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos, a VTuber agency, for a good reason. I gave them a 10-plus page document.
Yeah,
I know the dark side. It empowers me. But this thing, it disgusts me more than any Jedi.
God, if she discussed the Emperor more than the Jedi, heavens to Betsy, she's truly horrific.
When we didn't give you what you wanted, You did revenge adult content. Every single time I had someone or something awesome happen to me, you got butthurt with my success early on. You shared it everywhere, and people saw that side of me. You took my power in just 2 days before TwitchCon, where I wanted to see people for the first time, my first event. I had to listen to so many people saying they were on my side and that they saw it. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. But you didn't stop there. You kept harassing me for months on end because I wasn't flinching in public, and you had to make videos.
Cave Spider, revenge porn is basically, typically you hear about this in bad breakups with couples, where if, like, say the couple made, like, a sex tape, just like for themselves. They decided to get a little kinky one night, and they decided to make a sex tape for themselves because it added a little spice, and then the couple breaks up, and to basically harm the other one half decides to release that sex tape that was made to the general public to basically smear the other person, like, hey, look, I'm showing your nudes all over the public, so everybody can now see you naked because I'm angry at you. Or yeah, put photos and videos, like say you've got, like, say an individual's partner takes like sexy photos of the other half, and then they break up, and then they release the photos to basically just, like, spread their nudes all over the internet. Yeah, or make an AI one. Yeah, Eins, that's true. Or AI. So that makes me wonder, did this bitch make AI porn of Apollo's VTuber model and then just throw it all over the internet? Wait, did this bitch literally R34 Apollo? Oh, shit. Okay. Jesus fuck.
Those accounts and spreading it all over Mythos, I didn't feel safe anymore. I was overwhelmed. I couldn't even stream properly because of you. I lost a lot of things, and it harmed me. So, pretty serious stuff being weighed in here. But another post saying, oh, so this is where you've been hiding. This is the girl who crashed a dinner party a friend and I hosted back in TwitchCon Vegas. Never paid her part of the bill. Irresponsibly drank with strangers during the event, to which a good handful of the group brought her back to her hotel, only then to say, we abandoned you because one of the men felt uncomfortable spending the night with you after you mixed your meds with alcohol. Also followed my friend group for the whole day around the event.
Well, Garrett, just because she got shit-faced drunk at a private party doesn't mean she's over 21. It is not uncommon for underage people to drink. Not uncommon at all. Now, is it a fair assumption that she's at least 21? Sure. What? If she is, she's either exactly or just barely over 21. If that. There's still a possibility that she could be under 21. Oh, yeah. Zet, you are correct. If they knew and allowed it, it could get them in big trouble. But A, did they know it? And B, did they care? We don't know. We don't know how tightly they were checking people's ages during this party. It's a big unknown.
Out of nowhere. Got one of their real-life phone numbers.
Wait. I found a picture with her in cotton. Her face was covered, but given her body and hairstyle, I'm guessing she's late 20s, early 30s. Late 20s, I think, would be a stretch, Rudy. She sounds like she's very early 20s. The sound of her voice and her, wait. Oh, you saw a picture of Cha-Cha, your V-mom. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh, wait, you're talking to someone else. Sorry, never mind. I'm losing the context of these conversations. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's, my guess is she's probably early 20s. With the sound of her voice and her attitude, I'd say early 20s. Definitely not late 20s.
Whole day around the event out of nowhere. got one of their real-life phone numbers somehow to harass them in sakes of clearing your name.
Oh my god, this
Spread
girl's
multiple
a
rumors
psycho.
about the majority of my friends, as well as myself, have sent lewd photos of yourself to me with zero consent, to which you have since deleted.
My god.
Have tried self-inviting yourself to gaming lobbies I hosted with friends, have harassed and stalked multiple people I care about. You have doxed my friends and sent me private
Jesus
messages from some of my friends out of the context in trying to clear your name. I've had so many bridges burned because of you. I will not tolerate you trying to blame your behavior on incredible people that have done nothing but to help you.
Yeah. Chat, if it isn't clear by now, based on what these two people have just said with eyewitness accounts and being victims themselves of this girl's behavior, this is not autistic behavior. At all. This is in no way, shape, or form, even in the universal realm of autistic behavior. This is like manic depressive behavior. That is it possible that she is a manic depressive or she is bipolar? That is starting to become a very distinct possibility. I'm leaning a bit toward all the behaviors we're seeing laid out here. I'm starting to think she's bipolar. That would it will. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking this is I'm getting a very heavy bipolar vibe off of this, particularly with the mixing the meds with the alcohol. Yeah, that's my suspicion.
So yeah, I'm in pain. Just reading through all this stuff, exhausting. This person is using their disability as a shield for any sort of criticism they are receiving, and there's a lot of
yes. Guys, this is not Cha-Cha your V-Mom, Cillian's, VTuber mom. This is not her. This is a completely different person who, my guess, is grabbed up the Cha-Cha moniker to try and glom onto Cha-Cha your V-Mom's success and try and trick people into joining her stream thinking it's Cha-Cha your V-Mom, when it is that.
Using their disability as a shield for any sort of criticism they are receiving, and there's a lot of very disturbing things being raised by people who clearly don't want to even bring these things public, okay? They are in a corner, and they are now defending themselves because this person allegedly has done some crazy stuff behind the scenes, and somehow they are the victim. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got for today. Exhausting. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Exhausting. This whole situation is exhausting. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Hey. Holy shite. Thank you, Leo. Thank you for the gifted to Cha-Cha, the real Cha-Cha. Oh, that was indeed very exhausting. I am exhausted after that one, but I usually do when I get fired up about when someone decides to try and fuck around with autism. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me.